Welcome to the Bath Fizz and Foam YouTube channel. My name is Robyn Smith, and today we're going to look at the Soapfistication pretzel mold. I looked high and low for a pretzel mold a few years ago, and I was only able to find one other one that had this kind of perfect, absolute, pristine pretzel look to it. So I was really glad when I found out that Soapfistication made a version of a pretzel just like this that is just, it's perfect. It's like an absolute perfect pretzel. It was something that I had looked high and low for. I just hadn't been able to find. So I was really glad when she made that. So Soapfistication is a newish mold maker, and she is in Canada. So that's good news for Canadians. But she's actually very close where where her shop is located. She's very close to the U.S.-Canadian border, and she's able to do, I don't know how she does it, but she's able to, I guess, do like a courier service where she can get packages just carried over the border, so you don't have to pay like customs or something. I don't know. I don't want to pretend like I know too much about it, but basically the gist of it is, the shipping is not too expensive if you're in the US, and then if you're in Canada, that's great news for you as well, because I know the imports and stuff from our US makers can be a little bit pricey. So I wanted to feature her today and show you guys this pretzel mold, because not only do I love the pretzel mold, I have gotten a couple other molds from her, and she's new, and check her out. You should check her out and look at her stuff. So there is the pretzel. Now that first round, I did something very naughty. I unmolded straight into my hand, which is why I'm showing you this one that I'm doing right now, where I also unmold straight into my hand. And watch what happens, guys. You're going to see why this is a bad idea and not something that you should do. Oh, everything's going fine. What could possibly... Oh, that's what could possibly go wrong. So, do as I say, not as I do. Don't unmold into your hand. So my mix is getting a little bit dry, so I added some binder. Here I am. I'm just speeding up through that because it's boring, but okay. So let's try that again, and this time actually deciding to not be a law unto myself, and that I do what I want. Okay, let's do it the correct way this time. So this is a press through mold. So both pieces are the same, and they both press through that outer shell. And so I placed that bottom piece in. I filled the mold lightly with bath bomb mix, and I'm doing my best to put that top piece in. I don't know what I was struggling with right there. I'm hand pressing it together. Later I pressed it on the table because I feel like it's a little bit more successful. But right there I was hand pressing it. I am using the edge of my spoon to clean out those little pretzel knot holes. Is there a technical term for what those little pretzel holes are? It just sounds wrong to say pretzel holes, but I'm using the back of my spoon to clean out that area. So I think, if you were looking at this mold, it might seem a little intimidating because it's there's kind of a lot of things going on with those cutout pieces right there. I'm telling you, it's super easy to do. So it's a very easy mold to work with in general. Part of the reason for that is because it's highly beveled and rounded. Okay, I know I unmolded again on my hand, but just, like I said, do as I say, not as I do, just, Okay, so here's a different angle so you can see a little bit better what's going on. So the mold is, like I said, the back piece is placed in there. I am lightly filling it up with mix. I'm going to press that top piece in there, and it's highly beveled, so it makes it very easy to unmold. It just makes it really easy to unmold. I tapped the mold with my spoon over my bowl to kind of shake off the excess mix. I am lightly pressing all the way around, and then tapping just to kind of help break up all that stuff in the cutout that I don't want to fall out when I unmold it. And using the back of my spoon, you could use the back of your spoon like I'm doing. You could use a lollipop stick if you use lollipop sticks or cake pop sticks. If you use those for lollipop bath bomb molds, if you have some of those laying around, you just use whatever you have on hand to push the mix out of those kind of embed hole parts, not embed, cutout. I don't know what that's called. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. And gently unmolding. You really don't need to tap a lot, honestly, with this mix because it's beveled, like I said. Oh, see, I thought about it and I stopped myself. Okay. So what I did is I wrapped my fingers around the bath bomb all the way around and unmolded like that. You could use a piece of cardboard or a piece of cardstock, paper, bubble wrap. You could use something else if you were nervous about flipping it out onto your hand, which you should be. You should be, okay? That's me being a bad example, and I'm sorry. But I did show you that one broke, so that should be like your caveat and your warning to you, okay? So there we go again, and I'm just mixing. And this mold, like I said, was extremely easy to work with. I loved how easy the bath bomb worked with it. I mean, it was just basically, this is basically one of those that's like, it's gonna look really impressive, and it's actually really easy to do. If you find that your bath bomb is breaking too much, like if you find that the holes are causing some kind of weakness and you feel like your bath bombs are crumbling or breaking, you can just fill it up a little more and pack it a little bit tighter. You could also, you don't have to push that cutout part out. You could actually leave that cutout part on your bath bomb, right? And just use that to your advantage. You don't have to push that out if you feel like it's weak. I'm trying to show you, like, look, do it this way. Don't do what I was doing earlier. I'm trying to be a good example now. This is my debt to society. But yeah, you could, if you wanted to, if you're uncomfortable with that, or say you wanted to add embeds, right? Because as it is, if I'm pushing out those center cutout pieces, I don't have enough room in the bath bomb for embeds. So if you wanted to add embeds, or if you just were nervous about those cutout pieces, I guess that's the term now. If you're nervous about those, just leave it and don't press them out, right? Just leave them on the bath bomb. It's fine. I'm going to actually show you guys in a follow-up video, because the plan for these is actually to use them for our Fizz and Foam Challenge Club. And I'm going to show you how I decorate these with drizzle and sprinkles and, make it look like salt, and you can airbrush. I'm going to show you all different ways that you can decorate these. So in a follow-up video, I will show you different ways that you can decorate these. And that's kind of the goal for that. So hopefully you watch this, you're interested in these, and maybe, you buy some. Because the thing about pretzels, like, they could be sweet, they could be salty. They're just really fun looking too. I have to say, these are just it was a really fun mold to work with. There are some molds that are fun looking, but they are frustrating to work with. And this one was extremely easy to work with. It forgave many, many times where I was being a bad bath bomb maker and was not following the well-established rules of the bath bomb community, one of which is do not unmold in your hand. That's a no-no. Everybody knows that you shouldn't do that. Here are the finished bath bombs, or the finished bath bombs before I added any drizzle or anything else like that. They look awesome though, right? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you hit like and subscribe so you can be notified whenever we have new content come out, which will include the follow-up video for this. Come visit us at bathfizzandfoam.com, our website where we have recipes and classes and color studies and all kinds of other useful information. And definitely come join our Facebook group, Bath Fizz and Foam Bath Bomb and Bubble Bar Support Group, so you can see our lives and join a community of helpful, friendly, nice makers. I will drop links in the description below so you can find this mold and lots of other good resources. And as always, happy making!